Welcome everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this lesson, we're gonna read and write some sentences. Maybe it's one sentence. Let's see. So let's get started. So the first word, بعد ساعات أخرجت الفستان بعد This letter sounds like B. Don't forget, I write English from the right to the left like Arabic, okay? This mark on the top sounds like A, so ba. I have this letter now. This one sounds like ah. Its sound doesn't exist in English, okay? This letter, I'm gonna add it as it is. And then this mark on the top, this circle, it means that I must pause on this letter. So here is the end of the syllable and it must have a consonant sound. So that's why I say ba, de. So the sound of D and then da, fatha on the top means I have the sound of A. بعد ساعات the sound of S, and I say se, so I have here sound of A. Se, long vowel, so I have the sound of another A. Se, again the same letter here, but in a different position, so it will have this shape. This letter is the same one, so why here it has this shape and here it has this shape, I will explain now, but just let's complete the word. Se, so I'm gonna keep the letter as it is, and then I have the sound of A, so I'm gonna add here A. Se, long vowel again, so I will add another A. So this is another long vowel. T. Finally, I have this letter. It sounds like T, but I say T. When I add this mark under, so I have the sound of I. And if I add another one, so now I must add the sound of N. So this one sounds like tin. We call it tanween بالكسر. When you find under any letter, you have to add the sound of in after, okay? So it is tin. Always it is with the last letter in the word. So let's see why we have the same letter, okay, and it is in the middle of the word, but it has different shapes. Normally we have to check the previous letter, okay? So this one here, we call it refusal letter. It's alif. Refusal letters, just they get connected from the right side. They never get connected from the left. So that's why it got this shape. However, here, ba, this letter is a regular letter. It gets connected from the right and the left. So that's why we got this shape. Get this shape because it gets like two arms to get connected from here and here. And here just it got one arm here because it can't get connected to this one because it's a refusal letter. So بعد ساعات بعد ساعات أخرجت. Let's check another word. So I have here this letter, we call it alif. With fatha, normally it sounds like A. All together. We have now kha. We don't have its sound in English, so I'm gonna write it as it is. We have sukun. I must pause in it. Ra. The sound of R. So let's add it. And then with fatha, I must add a ra. Akhra. J. I have the sound of J here. Let's add it. J. With fatha, another A. J. Akhraja. T. So we have the sound of T, but this time it has kasra, so just I have the sound of I. T. So it is أخرجتي. 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 الفستان. 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 ألف and lam. Pay attention. This one sounds like A, and here I have L, the sound of L. I will add sukun, so I must pause. L, 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 f, the sound of F. Let's add here F. Al-fu. This mark on the top sounds like O. Al-fus. This letter sounds like S with sukun, so I must pause here. Fus, fus. Al-fus. T, 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 t. The sound of T. Let's add it. Al-fus. T. The sound of A because I have fatha. Al-fus. T. Long vowel alif. Ta, ta. Al-fus. Ta. N. Noon fatha. N. So I have N, this one, and this mark on the top sounds like A. N. Okay, let's read. Now we completed the first sentence. بعد ساعات أخرجت الفستان. بعد ساعات أخرجت الفستان. Pay attention, we connect. till. أخرجت till. We have connected speech. أخرجت الفستان. عصرته. عصرته. ونشرته على الحبل ليجف عصرته we have this letter. I'm gonna write it as it is. We don't have its sound in English. And then I have this mark sounds like A. So so. We have this sound. It sounds like strong S. It's not S. It's not S. It is so. So we have A here. So. The sound of R. Fatha sounds like A. I have the sound of T here with sukun, so this is the end of the syllable. Hu. I have this letter. Okay, it sounds like H. It is without the two dots on the top. If I add two dots on the top, it is T. It has the sound of T, but without the dots, it sounds like H. T, hu. So I have Dhamma here. This Dhamma sounds like O. Let's read. صارته. صارته. عصرته. ونشرته. We have the sound of W. With this mark on the top sounds like A. The sound of N with fatha, it sounds like A. The sound of S. H. So it is another A. The sound of R with fatha, it sounds like A. I have the sound of T with sukun, so I must pause here. It is rat. Who again? This one who, like the previous word, same thing. Okay, so let's see. عصرته ونشرته على Again, it's the same letter here. I'm gonna add it here under. It's فتحة. It sounds like a. And then ع. لا. The sound of L was فتحة. It sounds like a. لا. على. على. It's another. Pay attention. This is. It looks like yeah, but it's not yeah. We call it ألف مقصورة. It sounds like long vowel. لا. على. على. الحبل. L, the sound of L with سكون. L. I have to pause here. L, ha. So I have now the sound of this letter. It's not H, it's ha. L, ha. As if you clear your throat, okay? Ha. With this mark on the top sounds like A. Al ha. Al hab. The sound of B. Al hab. With sukun, I must pause here. Al hab li. This one sounds like L. With kasra, it sounds like I. Okay. So it is al hab li. Al hab li. Liyajif. Let's write it. So this one sounds like L. With kasra, sounds like I. Li. Yeah. So this letter here, it will sound like Y. With fatha, it sounds like A. Liya. G. The sound of J. And with kasra, it sounds like I. G. Liya jif. In the end, we have the sound of F. So let's read. Let's check together. عصرته. عصرته. ونشرته. على الحبل. ليجف. عصرته ونشرته على الحبل ليجف. عصرته ونشرته على الحبل ليجف. Thank you for watching and see you in another one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.